R.I.P. our brains. Good day everyone and welcome to Adventures with Parker. Today we are kicking off our California adventures with CoasterCon and Bert's here.
Whoa,
and Amanda's here.
Oh my god!
We have so many friends here. Oh my gosh, I just arrived. I've barely been in this state for 2 hours. I am overwhelmed, I am tired. I don't even know everyone's names, but we are here and we're just gonna, hey Bert, what's up?
How did all these Canadians get to California?
I know, it's crazy. Who let us in?
We're having a Canadian takeover over here. Why do watch out, California peeps, we're here.
Yes! So without any further ado, let's to California. Great adventures! Take care! Most of our Canadian crew flew in the day before, but I had some stuff going on back home, so I ended up flying in the next morning on a very early morning flight. So by the time I got to the park, I was exhausted. So immediately after registering, I needed some lunch. I was so hungry, so we decided to all meet up at Mary Brown's Chicken so I could get some food and finally reconnect with everyone else. Okay, that intro was super chaotic, but I basically just arrived. I haven't been here for very long. I got to the airport, we came straight to the park, we ate dinner, or lunch rather, and now I'm here in line for my first coaster of the trip, which is going to be Goldstriker, which is our GCI wooden coaster. And I honestly have no thoughts right now. I'm super overwhelmed, but in the best way possible. Burke, you've been on this because you've been here for a day already.
I've been here a day already. I have 4 rides on this so far because it broke down. I had 3 yesterday and 1 today. 12 on RailBlazer, but this thing is elite.
Okay.
Like, it's a little bit of Mystic, a little bit of Prowler.
Oh,
It's a 10, it's a pasting, the pasting slots over Mystic pasting. It's amazing, like this.
Okay, I didn't think this ride was gonna be that good, so I'm excited. I'm going to be sharing my thoughts.
It left me complete speechless, and it's in my top 25 already.
Okay, let's do this. I'm so excited. Alright, so my first California coaster was Goldstriker. And Burke, you were right. This is actually such a great ride. The pacing is awesome. It was way better than I was expecting it to be. It was, I don't know, like it doesn't look like much, but it is. It's everything.
I don't know what to say with this thing. Like I was expecting it to be really good heading in, but better than Mystic and Clara. Like oh my god. Like,
yeah, like I don't know where it ranks for me yet, but it's definitely in that tier.
It's in my top 25 for sure. I think top 10 in Cedar Fair chain.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, oh my god, it's so aggressive. I love it. The iconic front end to clarify. It looks like
So when we came into the park, we actually went through a side entrance through the pavilion because that's where we had to go to register for CoasterCon and all that good stuff. But now we're actually walking down the official main street of the park where most of the regular guests will come in. And if you remember back to my Six Flags Great America vlog, I kind of explained that these two parks were once owned by the same company, that being Marriott, and yes, that is the same Marriott that owns the hotels. But obviously, at some point, they split and went their separate ways, with the Gurney location going to Six Flags, and this one going to Cedar Fair. So it's very interesting coming to this park after just visiting Six Flags Great America not too long ago, because they are very similar. Like they have the carousel, the fountains, even the New Orleans street off to the side. But at the same time, they're very different, especially considering that this one has all the palm trees in California. And even riding the rides, I didn't mention this when I was on Goldstriker, but you can see the mountains in the distance, and it really hit home that yes, we are indeed in California. So it's kind of crazy. All right, so ride number 2 of the day is going to be Patriot. But of course, because we are Fastlane royalty, we actually have our own special entrance through the gift shop, which feels really cool. You know, we're VIPs. Royalty. Yeah. All right, we just came off of Patriot, which is a ride that exists in this park.
I mean, it's a BMN.
Yeah, it's their four-wheelers coaster, and it used to be a stand-up, right?
Yeah, it used to be a stand-up. That's now a four-wheelers coaster. I mean, it was my first ride yesterday was. It was a little better today.
I was going to say, based on what you were describing, I found it better than I was expecting it to be.
It
had some intense moments.
It was definitely better in the back than we were in the front yesterday.
Okay.
So,
that's good to know.
But it's still one of the worst BMNs I've ever been on.
Yeah, it's just short. That's the thing. It's short. It doesn't do much.
It's too smooth.
I was going to say, like, a few of those turns, I felt some forces, but other than that, it's like, it's meh. I mean, it's probably good if you've never been on a coaster with inversions before. Like, it's probably a good like first thrill ride, but yeah, it's nothing to, it's not the reason you come to California's Great America. Alrighty, so I'm only a few credits away from getting my 250th, and I'm planning on doing that for RailBlazer. So next up we have an imposter coaster, because this ride is named Flight Deck, but apparently this one is smooth.
It's fake. This one's fake compared to ours. This is absolutely fake. This is too smooth to be ours.
Cancel Flight Deck, SCGA.
Cancel California.
Too smooth. False advertising.
We're the reason why CGA is closing, because we complained about Flight Deck.
Old Top Gun stuff.
Where's the steaming cup of coffee?
Just got off of Flight Deck, the park's B&M invert, and I really like this one. And this is another coaster that I thought wasn't going to be as high up on my list, but no, it was actually really good. It has some really intense moments, some great transitions, and I especially loved like the corkscrew going into the helix down by the water towards the end. that was just an awesome finale. And I mean, really, like, these older B&Ms are so fun and always so much more intense than the newer ones. And yeah, this was just a great ride all around. I loved the theming. They had some good music in the station and when you came into the brake run, so that added to the element of, you know, playing into that theme, because of course this was originally opened as Top Gun, but obviously now it's Flight Deck because it's no longer owned by Paramount. But all around, great ride.
Yeah, this is like, honestly, I've been on all 3 BMX inverts in California, and this one's definitely the best one. That's because it's one of the older ones. It's more intense, aggressive. It's a lot more whippy for the inversions. It's a very solid one. It's one of my personal favorites. Very underrated in this park. It makes a very good top 3 for this park.
I knew he did.
Right, 3 Thoosies on a sky ride.
Oh, sky ride credit.
Look, something that Tyler's not riding a roller coaster. It's on a flat ride.
Do we consider this a flat ride or a sky ride?
It's a transfer ride. All right, so our next coaster is going to be Demon, which of course is, I think it's a clone of the one at Six Flags Great America.
It is.
Okay, it is. I thought so. And I didn't get to do that one because it was closed when I visited that park. So I'm kind of glad that I get to have a bit of redemption here, you know? Even though I missed it over there, I get to make up for it now. And I'm really excited.
I actually like this one because there's theming.
Ooh, theming! Ooh, we weren't kidding about the theming here. We're already going through some rock work. And it looks like the ride goes through some tunnels.
This is where Giant Mountain got relocated.
Oh! Demon is a solid aero looper. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's one of the better air loopers. I think it's like in the middle of the pack. But one of the big surprises here is the theming on it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like there's tunnels with lights and sound effects, and like you dived into this facade with like a demon face on it. It was so cool.
The one thing I wonder what it used to be like when it was now, because I've heard from people that had their home park here, said that the lights used to be way better than they are now.
Really? Okay,
so,
and the lights are pretty good,
yeah.
so
apparently it was way better, so I wonder what that meant.
yeah, okay, now I need to look into that. Credit number 251, RailBlazer. That was good. That was good. That was.
Let it out, man.
I loved it. It was great. Great ride. Woo. Fantastic RMC. Definitely better than Jersey Devil in my opinion. And I rode in the front row. I got to do it again in the back. To, you know, get that like full whippy experience. Oh wow, relentless, that was great. I loved it. Tyler, speak something more coherent.
I've already said, I have 13 rides on this already.
Damn.
And today, and this thing's so whippy and intense. Like, it's one of the best RMCs out there. It's like, it's in my top 3 for RMCs. And I've already said to myself, this park, one of them may be a better park, but this park has the better top 2. Goldstriker and RailBlazer are both better than the Heaps on Alignment.
Yeah, no, I'm not committing to that yet. I'm not committing to that. They're both really good though.
Like, you're not gonna get that at Wonderland.
That's true. So this is definitely a ride to do in the back row. Oh god, that was crazy. Oh, I actually got a bit of a headache from that, but I'm not even mad, and it's probably my fault because I probably haven't been drinking enough water, and I'm jet lagged and I'm tired, but damn, that ride is so relentless, has so much airtime.
It's insane in the back. And what's crazy, we got ERT on that later for 2
hours.
Oh my
god! Okay, I think I gotta take a break from it then, so I'm not like overdoing it. Like I said, I got a bit of a headache, so I think I need to rest, and tonight it's going down!
I already have 15 rides on it with ERT coming up. Let's see what I finish with.
R.I.P. our brains. One more thing before we leave this ride, and even this area of the park, is that it's very well themed. Like this whole back of the park, I forget the exact name of it, but it's supposed to be like the state park. And I mean, the ride really fits into that well. I mean, you're supposed to be riding on the ATV, so you some off-road exploring. You got a bit of a rock formation with the tunnel thing going on. So yeah, and the other rides in this area also really just fit into that whole vibe as well. So I appreciate that. As a theming guy, I think this back half of the park, definitely the strongest part of California's Good America. This is the scariest and most intense credit in this park. Woodstock Express, one of the very few intimate kiddie coasters out there. So scary, it's terrifying, don't do it.
This is the new #1 in the park. Like,
Oh.
who needs Goldstriker and RailBlazer?
No, it's too intense for me.
Too intense, man. It was so aggressive. Like they should make Goldstriker the kiddie coaster, and this is the first
Oh my
coaster.
god, yeah.
So insane.
Hi guys, I'm back!
Okay, in all honesty, it was decent, and it's kind of different for a kiddie coaster. Like, you know, like most kiddie coasters are pretty much carbon copy of the same handful of models. But this one just did something different, which was nice, but it was very tight. This year, Cedar Fair has released their rule that adults must be accompanied by a child on the kiddie coasters, and this one maybe should have kept it because, yeah, it was a lot. I was very much folded up into that car, but we got the credit, so we can't really complain. Alright, just came off of Mass Effect, and I gotta say, I'm pleasantly surprised. I was not expecting it to go as hard as it did, but honestly, it was kind of giving almost to Universal level quality. It was so much fun. Amanda, what do you think of that?
On me.
Yeah, we got spit on by an alien.
Spit on me? Or did
That was the alien, Amanda. We got spit on by aliens.
Come to get me?
But no, it was a great ride. It reminded me a lot of Star Tours in the sense that you're like going from Earth to this new planet, Terra Nova, and along the way you get swept up in this big alien battle. So yeah, I'm really surprised that this is in a regional park. Yeah, I'm just very impressed. So don't skip out on Mass Effect Viewer. Also, I forgot to mention, they used a live actor as well who interacted with the screen, and you know, they were kind of like your flight captain. So they were acting the whole time and really just giving a good performance. And I always love it when attractions and theme parks incorporate that live actor element. We need more live theater in the theme park. So again, I just can't believe that this is here. So the past couple of hours have been a little hectic. So we were given a catered dinner inside the pavilion, which is nice. So we didn't have to worry about dinner. Everything was provided for us, and that was great. But then we had the opportunity to purchase raffle tickets for Lift Hill tours. So after a lot of complications, we ended up winning a few. So we both got Joker tours.
Yeah, we
so
got this what the papers look like.
Yeah.
Just to show we're not lying.
Yes. And I mean, we're going to show that when we go to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. So that's not happening in this video. But in another video, when we go to that other park, we get to actually walk up the lift hill of an RMC.
That's absolutely crazy that we're going to do a lift hill, let alone an RMC.
I know. I was debating like whether we were actually going to be able to do any tour, let alone an RMC one. So that's awesome.
Yeah, like it's on my bucket list to climb a lift hill.
Yeah,
so,
same here.
This is insane. It's gonna be on possibly the best coaster in Discovery Kingdom.
Oh my god. Yeah. Not only that, but we were also able to pick up some extra behind the scenes tours. So I mean, I've already signed up for the park operations tour tomorrow, but there's also extra tickets for the shark encounter tour. Again, that one is for Discovery Kingdom as well. So lots of fun to be had. And that's kind of the cool thing about these CoasterCons, is that you get to do these behind the scenes experiences that you don't get to do as a regular guest. So I'm really looking forward to those. But anyway, speaking of cool CoasterCon perks, we are now heading over to our first ERT session, which is going to be towards the back of the park, so we get more rides on RailBlazer. Plus, I'm missing a few credits back that are Grizzly, Psycho Mouse. But yeah, I'm gonna be able to get my missing credits and get park completion almost. I think I'm missing the kitty credit still, but I'll be able to get that another night. But yeah, even though the park is closed to the public, there are still more rides to be had. So let's go.
Let's go RailBlazer Marathon.
RailBlazer Marathon after I get my other credits. Alrighty, just got off of the Grizzly. And this one is very interesting because it's based off of the original designs for Wildcat at Cincinnati's Coney Island, which is also the same coaster that inspired Wild Beast at my home park of Wonderland, and Grizzly at King's Dominion. But this one is different because, first of all, it's mirrored, so it's not an exact clone. It's actually, you know, it's flipped, but there's also portions of it that are profiled differently, so it's a lot smoother than the other two iterations of the ride, and it also uses different trains. And I was talking to some people trying to figure out who would have manufactured them. We're thinking Morgan, but it's definitely not Philadelphia Toboggan Company like the other Grizzly at Kings Dominion or Wild Beast. So those differences were interesting, but also this ride was slow. Like the other two rides, maybe not Kings Dominion's Grizzly anymore, because I know that one got retracked not too long ago, but Wild Beast, very painful, very rough. This one was not like that. It was more like, I don't know, it almost felt more like Gemini at Cedar Point. Like it just had a certain smoothness and slowness to it that kind of made it like almost a little bit boring. Like I don't hate the ride at all. Like I would definitely do it again. But if you're expecting this intense, spine-snapping experience, it's actually like the complete opposite of that. Not that I'm complaining, but definitely not what I was anticipating going into that ride. I just got off of Psycho Mouse, which is the last coaster that I needed in this park, except for Lucy's Krabby Cabbies, which I'll be able to get on a different night for ERT. But other than that, this is the one coaster that I still needed to get. So we did it, and it was great. So of course this is a Wild Mouse coaster, but unlike other Wild Mice, which are usually made by Mach or Zamperla, this one is actually made by Arrow, and there's only a handful of them out there. And it was interesting because the track had a lot more like little bangs and twists in it that I wasn't quite used to. And at first, when you first got up to the top of the toe and started doing your zigzags, it was pretty fast and it felt a lot more precarious than usual. But then towards the end it got a little slow, so that part wasn't the best. But yeah, it was an interesting ride for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a Wild Mouse, so it's not gonna be the standout here, but interesting and unique as far as that kind of ride goes. In any case, I'm glad I at least got to experience it, even if it's not going to be high up there in my rankings at the end of the day. Hello! How was the ride?
Excellent.
Alright, and that is going to do it for part 1 of our California adventures. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. I've been waiting to share this vlog for far too long, so I'm just really happy that it's finally out there in the world and that I get to share this amazing adventure with you. And of course, this is only the beginning for California's Great America. We spent 3 days here for CoasterCon, then we did a day at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, and then 2 days at Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, and that's only the CoasterCon part, so there's a lot more that we did after that. But like I was saying, there are still a few more videos from California's Great America to come. The next episode will focus on days 2 and 3 at CGA, and then I'm also going to be doing separate videos for the backstage tours that we did, another video for South Bay Shores, which is our water park, and then the last part of the CGA vlogs will be from the park history presentation. So yeah, there's so much to look forward to, so if you don't want to miss any of those videos or any of my other future adventures, you definitely want to make sure that you're subscribed and be sure to hit the notification icon as well. That way you won't miss anything because you'll get a nice little notification every time I upload a video. Also, be sure to find me on all of my socials. I'm at ADV Parker on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and Twitter, and at Adventures with Parker on Facebook and TikTok. And if you really love what you see, consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon is a way for you to support the channel with a monthly donation, and in exchange, I provide you with some sweet perks and bonus content like some Patreon exclusive series and the Maps and Mail Club. Anyways, thank you once again for watching, and until next time, the adventures are calling. Bye! So we went inside the pavilion here for dinner. So we were actually given a catered dinner. Oh my god, what the fuck?
That's disgusting.
How was it, Pete?
That was